Thanks, Ted, for that talk. I really appreciate you sharing your story and how you're able to inspire dignity in your patients. My question is, how do you deal with the issue of effective referral? I'm not sure if how that arises or what the legislation is in Alberta. I know here the government is working on. It hasn't come to protect conscience rights for physicians. Currently, there is no conscience protection for physicians. So I'm wondering what the legislation is like in Alberta and how you deal with a situation where someone would request euthanasia, but you aren't willing. Would you be willing to refer a patient?
Yeah, excellent question. So the conscientious objection is not supported in Canada, which is really a heartbreak, you know. And so there is all this legal provisions. If I want to follow your request to die, if you want to die, I'm protected by the law. We can get her done. No legal, like your parents going to come after me or whatever. No, I'm good, you know. Your loved ones try and come after me, I'm okay. I've got all the legal protections to kill you. But there's no legal protection in Canada to protect me. If you are my patient and you're asking me for euthanasia, nothing protects me in Canada. And so what do? Well, as I mentioned, in Alberta, we have this hotline so that they don't have to go through me. And I try to, and I've been asked, and I've shown you how I try to deal with that, you know. And if push came to shove, which it hasn't, interestingly, for me, because I found this approach in behind the request for euthanasia, there's always like a truckload of stuff there. One just has to spend some time with these people. Kiana Owen, who is a divorced friend, she was a nursing student that I've been working with as well. Privileged for me to know her, but she had an example of that, where an older woman in our hospital wanted to die, and she, as a student, had a little bit more time, just would sit with her and talk with her and befriended her, and the older woman changed her mind and decided not to die. That it makes all the difference. But so anyway, that is the approach that I've taken, and I found it to be successful, you know, in that regard. But the Canadian Medical Dental Association, CMDA, of which I'm an executive member, we are currently in a court battle for this province, Ontario, to try to establish conscience protection for physicians who say, no, I can't do that. I can go so far with you in your illness, but then that's as far as I can go. Very, very analogous to the abortion scenario. I can go so far with you in these discussions and showing ultrasound pictures and discussing, but then, no, I'm not going to refer you to abortion or perform the abortion. So we're trying to establish that, and it's very costly, as you can imagine. There's a big machine, a big legal machine that's set against us, and so it's taking a lot of resource and money and the like. But I believe the day will come we'll have success there, and it's being worked out now as we speak. But super question, and you know it's tough for young docs because what do, you know? And my suggestion, because I have a whole host of young physicians that I work with who are Christians, and I encourage them to go into palliative care and just push it through, because we have things that can speak into this. We've got palliative care is very, very effective medicine, and people don't need to die, you know, the way of the injection.